All right, folks, it is the fifth and final game of Day 2 action here at the 2024 Stuart Hornet Baseball Tournament. Silo JV acquitting themselves quite nicely yesterday, 2 victories. They run-ruled the Ripley Junior Varsity squad, and then they defeated Preston. So we now have our schedule for tomorrow 3/4 of the way done. At 11 a.m., it'll be Preston versus Varnum for 5th place. And that will be followed at approximately 1:15 p.m. for the 3rd place game. And right now, we know that it is going to feature Ripley, and they are waiting either the loser of this game for 3rd place, and then the championship game, Stonewall. Sorry about that. Stonewall is waiting the loser of this game, Stuart and Silo. Ripley has punched their ticket to the championship game. They defeated Stonewall 3-2, gave up 1 run in the bottom of the 7th, and then put the kibosh on it. And from there on out, it was all close the show mode for the Warriors. So I apologize for the misspeak there. I was talking with someone about this Silo Junior Varsity squad. They think it could very well be a top 3 Class B team, and probably top 10 Class A, and probably a top 10 Class 2A. So the future is very bright for the Silo Rebels. Obviously, you'd have to be living under a rock if you haven't followed what they've done recently. Have had a couple of years down since Billy Jack Bowen retired, but they are back with a vengeance. We have them number 1, have had them number 1, and they are undefeated.
Hurry.
if you were planning on watching the triple header coverage tomorrow, you'll check in at 11 a.m. for Varnum Preston. 1:15 it'll be Stonewall versus Elizabeth's game, and then 3:30 Ripley versus the winner. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream. Video highlights coverage throughout the tournament graphic, and video highlights, Wheat Brothers Feed Company. And then Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, and Luker Heat and Air. Those three are our premier sponsors for the tournament, making it possible for us to live stream and cover every single game, every single team, and do updates throughout the tournament. If you haven't shown them your appreciation, please do so by bringing them your business. If you meet them, talk to them, have any point of reference, please reach out and let them know you appreciate what they've done. This is officially game 10, 3 tomorrow after back-to-back days of 5 games. It is made for a long day. And the leadoff walk for the Rebels. So from this point forward, we will refer to them as either the Little Yellow Rebels or the JV squad, but still Rebels. I have way too much respect for what they've developed over the years to slide them. This is not your standard junior varsity team. This is senior varsity point 2 or part 2. We'll just leave it at that. Upstart Stuart team, we've got them ranked number 3 in our latest poll for Class B. Calumet arguably taking care of business, and this may very well be the year that Coach Cody Thiessen gets that elusive second state championship. It would be the first in history for Calumet in baseball. Fort Cobb has had their number the last couple of years. They've played them in back-to-back championship games, won a run rule that was a shocking game, and then a second one that came down to the final at play, hit into a ground out, otherwise came across home plate simultaneously, would have tied the game. So Calumet takes it to Fort Cobb earlier in the season, defeats them. And so we've got Calumet 1, Fort Cobb Broxton 2, and now Stuart and Boswell are the teams that are vying for 3rd and 4th. Glad that I've been able to pick up the tournament in multiple weeks. Gives me a good chance to be able to objectively rate all of the 2A, A, and B teams and make sure that they're accurate. Not to throw shade at OSSAA, but it's a bunch of advents of people that never watch games, never want to go to a game, sometimes don't even pay attention to head-to-head results. I've seen teams lose 3 and 4 games in a week and not only not drop in the rankings, but actually go up and get more votes. So we do our best to have legitimate, objective, fair, and quantifiable results. We do look at head-to-head, top 10 wins, top 20 wins, types of losses, quality wins and losses, and obviously injuries, if that is the case as well. Base runner on second for the Rebels. This will be a 7-inning game, no time limit. Run rules in effect: 12 after 3, 10 after 4, and 8 after 5 innings. Just a reminder, tomorrow this will only apply for potentially the 3rd and 1st place games. If the game ends early for the 1st or 2nd game, then we can get a 20-minute early start, but some of them have been held back to about 10 or 15 minutes so that people can still travel and get in to see the kids play. However, if you want to watch the games in their entirety or go back and just watch highlights, we've got both for you. Nice little feature is you can go to the little red dot, you can rewind back, push forward, and you can watch that thing like a chipmunk on crack if you want. Fouls it off. And we now have a full count, 3-2. Nolan Stewart on the bump for the Hornets here tonight. Very anxious to see this squad in action again. Boy, they brought their A game, back-to-back walks though. So 2 base runners on now for the Rebels. Victors yesterday 12-0 and a 3-inning run rule of Kiowa. And they were clicking on all cylinders. when I played ball in Oklahoma, lived in other states as well, but baseball camp used to be for us to go to was in Chandler. And I think everybody believed Asher was the place to go to. The baseball factory is what we used to call it. And then it kind of shifted gears. Bing had their moment in the sun, and then Asher had the moment, and then it became Dale, then it became Silo, and then Roth. And these are just tradition-rich squads that year in and year out are just almost guaranteed to make it to the state tournament. I hate it for the Roth Tigers this year. They got declassified and bumped up to A, and it may very well put their state leading streak for most consecutive state playoffs in baseball in jeopardy. But we will see. Still several weeks of the invitational season left. It's a short season for fall baseball, only 37 official days on the calendar. That can be annexed and increased if both teams are in session prior to the start. Like, for example, OSSAA has week 2 rankings. We have week 4. They've actually been playing now a month. So gets him swinging again up against the flow. 0-2 pitch count will resume. Hornets looking to get it out here. Rebels looking to load them up early in the top of the first. I'd like to publicly thank our hosts for the tournament, Jeff Parnell, Chance Chapman, Josh Williams, people I've known through kind of circuits and multiple relationships between other people, and then via text. And then last year we came here for an award presentation for Keely Treat. Pops up and flies out. Nicely done by the defense there. He just got him in really tight at third. Our second, no chance to get to third. But wonderful people, very hospitable, very gracious. And I appreciate Mr. Luker and others, Mr. Patterson as well. Both of them have boys on the team. And second I reached out and said, what do you need? I told them what I wanted to do, and they said, you got it. And it makes a big difference. I was talking with a coach today from Varnum about this very thing, and our generous sponsors and my ability to connect with them and continue to earn their trust and maintain it. It makes it a good tournament because he gets even second. Pickoff move that was sneaky. That gives us the opportunity not to go to a tournament, but to cover it from start to finish. Nobody else does what we do. I'm not bragging on me. The Bible says, let another man praise thee and not thine own lips. And they get the second base runner and second as well. 2 tag-offs. Wow. What a recovery for the Stuart Hornets. Salo gets the first 2 base runners, no outs. And bam, back-to-back toss-outs in second. And they are fired up. You can hear it. But I just want to say that I appreciate the sponsors and the support. It makes it an opportunity for the host venue to build rapport, relationships with schools, repeat stability. I've been in tournaments to where almost every year there's different teams and people aren't happy, they don't get along, there's not respect, there's not trust, there's not communication. They kind of feel like the tournament is rigged and manipulated so they can't win. And this is definitely not one of those places. So thank you very much, gentlemen, for your support, and appreciate the opportunity to come out here for the first time. This year I'll hit a cool milestone in my Oklahoma coverage career. I'll hit my 4,000th game. There's been some old timers with the Oklahoma and Tulsa World that have probably covered that many games, but I'm probably the only man in history to be able to say that he has broadcast over 3,000 high school games in Oklahoma. One of the first periodicals to rank, one of the first periodicals to do video highlights at games, and the first to officially live stream. Things have changed a little bit, how we've done it, but what hasn't changed is wanting to promote student athletes in the state of Oklahoma. All right, Hornets up to bat. And the dugout is jacked up on Mountain Dew, folks. Now batting number 7, Nolan Lindley. We've got multiple players on our watch list. Should there be any entries? Multiple teams for Broxton, Calumet, and Stuart, notably, will have the option to be able to add a 4th player. Right now, those that are on the list, I know Zach Luker is on it. I know Williams on it. Stuart, Cody Cook is right there with them. We've kind of put a cap on the number of players we put on our watch list for Players of the Year at 3. That way it's not conceived that we're trying to rig it for one team to win. But Cody does have a good shot to get on the list. And speaking of which, he is now at the plate. Number 8 for the Stuart Hornets. Watches it in low for another ball. One thing I can say from all the teams that I've seen play, I think right now in Class B, the top 4 are clearly Calumet, Broxton, Boswell, and Stuart. Seem to be the deepest, most complete teams. They also experience, with the exception of Boswell, who's had a couple of years off. Stuart was a team last year, along with the Arapahoe, Butler, and Okarchi, for example, that were just a couple of plays here or there away from really upsetting the apple cart. I was very impressed with their performance and more. And I think prior to that, our broadcaster gave me and then Santa Fe as well. Chops it to the shortstop. Beats out the run, hits him in the foot. Cook is on. So nicely done there by the Hornets. Now batting number 9, Zach Luker. Yesterday we had some glitches with the Wi-Fi connectivity. Unbeknownst to me, I was actually routing and connecting to the gym Wi-Fi, and it was in effect burying all of our feed and wiping it out to where I couldn't see it, I couldn't track it, and it lowered the Mbps to 0. And as a result, it didn't even process and upload on the back end of YouTube Studio. So we did reload those games that were impacted, 2 in totality apparently. The other one, we got off a couple of minutes, I guess, maybe an inning or 2. So I apologize for that. He is out at second. So both teams' defense, a surplus for them. Tons of players that can play multiple positions. Kiowa and Stuart game, Ripley JV versus Silo JV, and Stonewall versus Varnum, all marked full clip so that you can watch them back. Gets him. All right, nicely done by the Silo Rebels. Your score through 1, Silo JV 0, Stuart 0. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the 2024 Stuart Hornet Baseball Tournament. I'd like to thank Weeks Brothers Feed Company, Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, and Luker Heat and Air. The latter 3 are premier sponsors for this year's event, making it possible for us to stream every game, cover every team, and update every score with video highlights of all 13 games. Thank you to each and every one. If you haven't subscribed to our Prep Nation TV channel, please do so. All you have to do is go to the home tab, click subscribe. It is free. It'll prioritize content whenever you're inside the YouTube app. You'll be more likely to see content, and more importantly, you help us be able to continue to show numbers for people who ask on how many people actually watch the game. And it makes it much easier for me to say, hey, we had 487 people watch versus, well, we had 2 people, and one of those was probably from Bangladesh. So please do your part and help us. Generous sponsors make it possible for there to be no fee and for us to be able to maintain usage to where no other place in the state has 4,000 or 5,000 games like I do. And I've covered them all over the state. So I give credit to the student athletes for putting on good games, hospital coaches for having us out, and loyal, faithful, generous sponsors who make it possible. All right, it is Rebel Part 2. Silo had base runners first and second. Back-to-back pickoffs at second base, one with the pitcher. The other one ended up being the first baseman, snuck in behind him and squeezed it over. Or second baseman, rather, I'm sorry. And the swing and a miss. In just a bit high. All right, they get the strike call, evens up the count, I believe, 2-2. And the swing and a miss. Stuart settling into a routine and rhythm here now in the top of the second. Our first official hit of the game. Nicely done by the Rebel there. And oh, he bobbles it. He's going to fire to first, so we get the fielder's choice out. So in effect, it just becomes a 4-3 ground out instead of a 4-6 toss out. Sorry about that. Just moved my foot and messed up the camera there momentarily. Sorry for the little jostle. I accidentally kicked the tripod. In safe at third. So the Rebels first to get on base, and now the first to be at third. Potential scoring opportunity here with a 2-2 pitch count. Only one down at the top of the second inning. Two picked off in the first, one stranded in the second. We'll head to the bottom portion of the inning. It'll be the Hornets coming up to bat. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the 2024 Stuart Hornet Baseball Tournament. All right, now coming to the plate, starting pitcher, junior number 22, Nolan Stuart. is the base runner. Now coming to the plate, number 11, Chandler Kelly. Fires back into first, is safe. Just out of camera shot. Problem is, if I widen too far tonight, folks, this is the view that you get with all of the lights everywhere. So I'm having to squeeze in really tight to get past that glare. So I'll do my best to continue to move the camera. Some of the times, the way the angle of the building is here, it's hard to get a straight shot on the field. Because on the other side, it'd be a little bit easier, I think. Back-to-back walks now for Stuart. 2 runners on. All right, looks like number 18, Dallin Whitaker, will be up to bat when we return. Assistant head coach Mike Cordell heads out to the mound to speak with his pitcher.
Let's go right here. Right here now.
This bench is cranked up, man.
Let's go, Ray Green.
Loaded walk. Second walk out to the mound means that we are looking at a pitching change here. No outs for Stuart. Bottom of the second inning, score 0-0. All right. Trying to throw down the sack bunt. Silo infield reads it perfectly. Would have been a very hard play at home had it gone fair. 1-2 pitch count will resume. No outs, bases loaded for Stuart here in the bottom of the second inning. And now full count, 3-2. Bartlett Patterson trying to get the first run across the plate for the Hornets. Pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. Now batting number 45, Colt Carlton. One, two now on the pitch count. Favors the Rebels. Just off the mark. And balk is called. Stuart takes the 1-0 lead. Base runners advance second and third as well. Full count will resume. They're anticipating a sack bunt, perhaps. This would be a perfect time, just bloop single. I mean, you got open space all the way out to center field, right field especially. Swing, I would waste another bunt. I'd pop that thing right over the grass. And one hops it in the dirt. Reloads him up.
It worked.
Batting number 99, Trenton Wimberly. second balk is called. Wow. Huge turn of events. Coach Cordell is not going to be happy on this one. It's, in effect, given 2 unearned runs and, more importantly, has maintained the necessity for not having to sack anything in. Still keeps the 1 out on the strikeout.
What? What? What you say?
All I will say is he strenuously objects, Your Honor. Okie dokie. All right, 1 out, 0-0 pitch count. And runners still second and third for the Hornets. And a nice hack, swing and a miss by Wimberly. I believe that'll even up the pitch count now, 2-2, if my count is correct. Well, it's going to go foul. All the way over there around the wall. Goes foul, opposite side. As far as the old lingo of oppo swings, that was actually a pretty sweet stroke. If it had stayed fair, obviously would have scored a run. Been hard for the left fielder to snag in time. Allowed the base runner beating the third timer as well. And that ball hit by pitch. So the bases are loaded now for the third time. At the bottom of the second for Stuart. And it has not been the best of times for Silo JV. They've made a pitching change early on, multiple walks here. Take strike. Lindley back at the plate for the Hornets. So they have batted through. And back-to-back strikes. That one comes on the back end. So exactly what you want if you're a Rebel fan. Get out of this jam and get back up to bat. Try to get some momentum, swing back your way. They had it early on, 2 base runners. Another one in third, the bottom, or correction, swing and a miss. He momentarily had a senior moment, literally. He just said you're a senior. You don't run to first because you got a guy on first already. You just take the out by automatic. All right, Cody Cook back up. Got tagged out last time at second. Woo! Big shot. Over the head. And he's going to roll it all the way to second. He would be able to go farther, but unfortunately, not enough space. And it is a beautiful shot out to center field. We're going to have a courtesy runner at third base. Coach Williams not happy that he didn't advance from second on that shot. It was pretty deep out there. And definitely was not an error, but he, in perfect world, should have scored. Leave it at that. But sometimes you maybe lose spot of the ball and someone's going to be able to toss you out with 2 outs and you don't want to be the guy to get the third out. So I kind of get it. Hops it in the dirt. Luker trying to fight off a 3-1 pitch count here with 2 down. 2 base runners on, 4 runs. I forgot to hit the button again. So that being a 2 RBI double for Mr. Cody Cook. The end for the strike. Full count. K-time. Your score through 2. Stuart 4, Silos University 0. Well, at the top of the 3rd inning, the Rebels have yet to bat. You're watching PNTV coverage of Day 2 action here at the 2024 Stuart Hornet Baseball Tournament. I'd like to thank Wheats Brothers Feed Company, Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, Sam Wampler, Freedom Ford, and Luker Heat and Air. The latter 3 are premier sponsors for this tournament, making it available for every game, every team, every highlight reel for your viewing pleasure. So Coach Williams not happy. He wanted to get more runs, had the opportunity to potentially get as much as 6 or more. Infield pop-up fly to the shortstop. 1 down. Well, the Rebels have struggled after getting the first 2 base runners on walks, and then both subsequently picked off at second base. In the top of the first, they did get a base runner all the way to third in the top of the second. Kind of just lost all momentum, and you can kind of feel the juice kind of gone out, where the reality kicks in to where, all right, this is definitely a good squad that we are facing. Going to have to get some momentum built back up with consistent swings and bat quality hits, and maximizing base runners now. Another walk. So if there's some positives for Silo here early on, it's that they've induced 3 walks now, 1 hit. So they have had some opportunities, just have to now take advantage of the 4th base runner that has not gotten on. And the walk. So another base runner on. This time Stuart gets on. Chandler Kelly now batting for the Hornets, trying to advance his amigo from first down into scoring position again. 4-0 lead for Stuart over Silo's junior varsity squad. This goes to show really how good this team is. Silo pretty much had their way with Preston yesterday, a 2A squad, and extended multiple leads on them.
Let's go, Chandler!
All right, gets him at first, steals second. So throws down in effect a sack, infield single to advance the base runner. Now batting number 18, Dallin Whitaker. Well, just like that, things escalated quickly, as the other saying goes. It is close, though. All right, Barton and Patterson up to do some damage here at the bottom of the third inning. Not able to get anything going last at bat. And that's going to work. Score it. Run, RBI, hot shot to second. And Patterson with the single RBI. Now batting number 15, Jackson Whedon.
Free ball, you're good.
Back-to-back strikes called.
Go!
Five 0 lead now for Stuart as we head to the top of the fourth inning. I'd like to thank Weeks Brothers Feed Company, Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, and Luker Heat and Air.
Good shot.
2nd. So an error there by Stuart allows the base runner to advance. Defensive scoop there. Batter, though, does his job, advances the base runner 2/3. So the second time in this game, Silo has had a runner within 45 feet of scoring distance. Scoops it up, fires, says he's safe, scored the run. Silo gets on the board, 5-1. Just couldn't quite get the scoop and keep the foot on the bag. So for the first time in this tournament, Stuart gives up a base run. Just the third hit of the game. Stupid miss. Counted as an error. It was a hot shot. He had to get it in quick. Two base runners on now for Silo. Shaping up to be a big top fourth inning for the Rebels. On a perfect 2-0 yesterday. And a swing and a miss. That one's going to fall right to the center fielder. Bobbles, fires home, way off the mark. Second run scores.
Don't help him.
Safe again is the call. That one just perfectly mirrored the third base line. I mean, really can't do much with it because it was one of those slow rollers that, for all you know, it's just going to die and stay foul. Instead, it just kept rolling fair. Flies out. Double play. So nicely done, young man. Fly out to left field and then fires it back to second base to get the double play. Hornets will be coming up to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. They've lost a 5-run lead. It is 5-2 right now. Stuart over Silo JV. Well, Owasso is making its case for the top dog once again in Class 6A1. In back-to-back weeks, they defeated Bixby, and now they are up on number 1 Jinx, 28-17. So this will be, in effect, 2 number 1 teams back-to-back that the Rams will have defeated should they hold on to win that game.
Go! Come on, Jack! Jack!
Okie dokes, folks. Jackson Whedon back up to bat once again for the Hornets. Sorry about that. Didn't have the camera quite squared up. Surprise game tonight. Sulphur and Washington now in overtime. Washington's win streak in jeopardy to start the season. Nolan Lindley now up to bat. And gets him out at first base. So should Washington lose that overtime game against Sulphur, they will have their 30-game win streak snapped in football. Fairview, the other team in Class 2A, or correction, Class A, that has had back-to-back seasons of matching Washington. They are victorious tonight against Kingston to extend their streak to 31 games. It's going to take a while to get used to the 2A1 and 2A2 stuff now. And Silo gets him. So the Hornets unable to score any additional runs. We'll head to the top of the fifth. Score remains Stuart 5, Silo JV 2. You're watching PNTV. I'd like to once again thank our coverage sponsor for tonight's live stream, video highlights, score updates, and tournament coverage. Weeks Brothers Feed Company, Edwards and Patterson Law Firm, St. Wampler's Freedom Ford, and Luker Heat and Air. The last three premier sponsors of this year's tournament, making it available for all teams, coverage every game, highlights for every matchup. Washington wins it against Sulphur. So he gets the base runner to advance. Flies out to left field. Excuse me. Back in safe at first. Flies out center field. Score remains 5-2. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth inning. And it'll be the Hornets coming back up to bat. You're watching PNTV. Day 2 action here at the 2024 Stuart Hornet Baseball Tournament. Boy, it took that one forever to finally land, didn't it? All right, returning to the plate, number 22, Nolan Stuart.
Let's go, 20. No, let's go, 20. No, let's go, kid. Let's go.
once again. Now batting number 11, Chandler Kelly. Sorry about that. My tripod keeps losing its spot. I have to tighten it up here. Apologize, folks.
On you. It's off you. On you. Off you.
This one is way foul. Unfortunately, Silo runs underneath it and snags it. Now batting number 16, Wide Clayton. Now batting number 2, Bartland Patterson. And the unassist tag.
Getting in, so I can't throw now.
And gets him at first. Nice hustle. Faster than I could get the camera over there. Player spun it on a dime. All right, we'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Score remains 5-2 Stuart. Hornets will be up to bat, and now Silo on the clock with their final 3 outs. Well, it's been a tight game, contested. It's probably been exactly what Stuart needs to prepare for tomorrow's matchup, potentially against Ripley, should this hold. And we'll probably say that it will. That'll make your third place game tomorrow, Silo Junior Varsity against Stonewall. First game of the day at 11 a.m. will be Preston versus Varnum. He wanted to swing, you could tell. So another walk for Stuart puts 2 base runners on here in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, I hope we don't have another pitching change coming up. And we do. And they get the strikeout. And the runners advance to second and third as the wild pitch goes astray.
I remember one of the only ones talking that one here.
And he runs under once again. All right, so we'll head to the top of the seventh. Rebels need 3, otherwise we'll have a final score. Like that, one down. And quickly fouls it off. 0-2 pitch count. And strikeout, 2 down. And they walk him. Another pitching change. All right, so 2 outs, 1 base runner on. And Mr. 22 is done for the evening. So as long as he doesn't give up 3 runs here, Nolan Stewart will have the victory. And Colt Carlton will be coming in relief for the Hornets.
Nothing's over your head. Back up.
It's K-time, ladies and gentlemen. Your games are set tomorrow, 11 a.m. It will be Varnum versus Preston at approximately 1:15 p.m. for third place. It'll be Silo Junior Varsity. And they will have another opportunity to take care of business against Stonewall. And then at 3 o'clock, your championship game will be Ripley versus Stuart. Thanks for watching Prep Nation TV. Have a good evening.
Stuart.